Okay, bet. Okay, bet. So yeah, you guys are actually, you should be able to unmute yourself. So if you have any questions, don't hesitate to actually unmute yourself and ask a question. Like, this isn't one of those things where you guys gotta just sit down, be quiet, and just take notes. Like, this is actually, I want you guys to interact. Thais had a question. She said, okay, I have a question. I'm probably overthinking. When you're telling us to do a trade, buy or sell, and you give us the stop loss and take profit, I notice you'll sometimes say TP1 or TP2, but on MT4, there's only stop loss and TP. When you say TP1 or TP2, are you just changing what we put the first time? Like, what's the difference between TP1 and TP2? All right. So if you have TP1 and TP2, that means that you enter the trade twice, right? So for example, let's say we said to buy AUD USD at 61650, right? Let's just look at this. But before I actually go on to that, what I want you guys to do is drop 333 in the chat box if you guys learn something, or if you guys really understand what I was getting at with the trading plan, and if you guys actually took a picture of it, or took notes on that. Let me know if you guys actually need any further detail with that before I go to the next thing. Okay, I see Kaylin, Trey, Dimitri. We got 10 people on here, so I need everybody to participate. Like, there's no reason why everybody shouldn't be participating. We all family here. Whose iPhone? Whose iPhone? I need you to change your name to your name so I can see who that is. Okay, that's G. That's G. Okay, bet. Okay, bet. So that's everybody that actually. Okay, bet. So I'm gonna go ahead and erase this with the trading plan and everything. Since y'all say y'all got it. All right, bet. So the next thing with the take profits 1 and 2. Okay, bet. So for example, let's say this was the trade that we actually sent. This was the trade we sent, and this is TP1. This is TP2. This is stop loss. I'm gonna label this for you guys as well. Just give me a moment. TP2. Oh dang, Trey. Why you ain't tell me this? Why you ain't tell me I forgot one of the most important things, the actual percentage of what you actually like risking on each trade for trading plans, and percentage being risk. I mean, percentage you trying to make on each trade. Damn. But I'll explain that as well when it comes to the trading plan. This is kind of gonna go into that trading plan as well. So, for example, when we send trades, let's say 2% risk. You have a $500 account. You risk $10 on each trade because that's 2%. What's good, G? Y'all can unmute yourselves. Like I said, I'm actually recording this as well, D Mike. Y'all can unmute yourselves. Y'all don't have to stay muted. Go ahead and ask your question, bro. Anybody want to ask a question?
Okay, so you said like different pairs do better at different sessions.
Right. So honestly, the best time to trade is literally London and New York session. But like I mean, some people trade Asian and Sydney session. Like, I personally don't. Like, I might look at a chart, and if I see something that I like, then yeah, I'll trade it. But that's not me being disciplined either. Like, honestly, the best times to trade, if you really want volatility and you really want your trades to hit and do what it's gonna do, then the best times to actually enter trades are New York and London.
New York and London.
Okay, so let's just say you guys have a $500 trading account, right? And you know 2% risk. You can risk you can actually risk more than 2%. You could, like, the max I would say is 5%. If you want to be disciplined, 5%. But we're gonna just say 2%. The max you would risk is 5%, but we're gonna say 2%. That's $10 that you risking per trade, right? So
Mm-hmm.
on, let's say you use a 20 pip stop loss on every trade. 20 pip stop loss. So your lot size that you would use on this particular account is gonna be a 0.05. So this is your lot size. So, like, let's just say this is your trading plan. This is what you're doing, right? This is gonna answer Thais's question. Can you guys can hear me, right? Let me know if I'm good on sound and everything.
You loud. You good.
You
Okay,
good?
Okay, so let's say this is your trading plan. You got $500, 2% risk, $10 per trade is what you're willing to risk. You can make up to 10% of your account, like sometimes more, whatever, right? So if we send TP1 and TP2, that means that you're gonna enter the trade, the exact same trade twice, but your stop loss is gonna be the exact same, and your take profit one, the first trade you enter is gonna be TP1, the second trade is gonna be TP2. Now this is where proper risk management and a trading plan comes into play with that, right? You're not gonna risk 0.05 on each trade. You're gonna risk 0.03 and 0.02. So you're gonna risk accordingly. You're gonna make your lot size, your two lot sizes for each trade are 3, whatever. If you have multiple take profits, you're gonna make those take profits. I mean, you're gonna make your lot size equal up to whatever your max lot size is, which is 0.05 for this particular instance. I know y'all hear Deuce, he over here making noise.
You good, brother.
So, for example, 0.05 on this particular trade, TP1 would be 0.0. For me personally, I ain't gonna lie, I'm kind of greedy when it comes to this. I want as much money as possible. So TP1 would be 0.02, and TP3 would be TP2 would be 0.03. In total, that's 0.05, right? So now I'm still in my trading plan, and if it does hit stop loss with my 20 pip stop loss, guess what? I still only lost $10. But when this trade, let's just say this was a real trade, right? TP1 hit for this is 260, about 274 pips on a 0.02. That's $54.80 that you made on one trade. On that first trade, on your second trade, you made $173. So in total, you made a little over $200. You risked $10 to make over $200, right? That would be what would that basically would be what would happen if that trade would hit take profit. So drop a 333 in the chat if y'all understanding that, and or if y'all got any questions, let me know. Drop a 333 in the chat if y'all got a good understanding. Okay, bet. And don't get me wrong, like I say set a PIP goal because eventually you're gonna get to the point to where you're not gonna be looking at money because you're gonna have so much money. Thais, you don't understand? If you don't understand something, go ahead and unmute yourself and like really let me know what exactly that you don't understand. I'm pretty sure nobody else really minds if you asking questions.
It's not that. Okay, so you're doing that on the chart? Like, what about on the phone? Like,
Okay, so
like MT4
on
on the
MetaTrader
phone,
4?
like, you know, the trading thing? Because, like, all I see is SL and I see TP. I don't see 1 and 2. So you're basically doing that on the chart.
Right.
Like
So
the exact chart.
So on MetaTrader, when let
Yeah.
me see. Let me show you. Can y'all see? Hold up. I'm about to show you on the phone. Okay. This is what you can see. Can you see my phone or is it? Hold up.
That's a little bright.
How about now? You can see it, right?
Yeah, you good.
Yeah, we can see it.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
Yeah, right there.
for
That's what I'm
example,
talking about.
right. So for example, let's say, let me just go to BTC right quick, so I can actually pick a good stop loss and take profit. So for example, we gonna buy Bitcoin on this my demo account. We gonna buy Bitcoin. So for example, on this particular trade for Bitcoin, my stop loss is 4079.31. Right? So boom. And then TP1, let's just say TP1 is here, TP2 is here. All right. Now, so for example, if we said TP1 and TP2, y'all can see, right? You see, I entered Bitcoin, BTC, USD twice, right? Y'all can see that?
Okay.
So the reason I enter it twice, I know when I go to modify, it's still gonna say stop loss and take profit. It's only gonna be one take profit and one stop loss, right? So I'm gonna enter, but I entered twice. So I'm gonna enter my stop loss as 4079.31. And then I'm gonna enter TP1, which is 7340.45. Boom. So now hold up. I'm waiting on this to load. So as you can see, can y'all see that? Y'all see where it says TP and stop loss? My TP and stop loss is the numbers that I just told you guys, right? That's TP1. Y'all see it? Anybody? Somebody can let me know something. All right, bet.
I see it.
On my second one, I'm gonna enter the same stop loss, and I'm gonna enter the TP2, which is 8507.14.
So for the second one, would that be like a whole new trade or it's the same thing?
It's the same trade. You're just expecting it. You just putting the second take profit. So you're gonna put the same exact stop loss. So that's why it's important to not over leverage your account. So if your max risk is 0.05, then you're gonna make the first trade equal up to 0.0. Like you're gonna make each lot size equal up to 0.05. if that makes
Is
sense.
that like modifying it or no?
I just modified it because like whatever, but like you can literally, you don't have to modify it. You could just whenever you enter the trade, you can enter all of the numbers because 9 times out of 10, if you're taking a signal, you're already gonna have the stop loss and take profit. I just pretty much came up with this right just then. So Rhonda, I don't know who told you you don't have to take TP2 if you don't want to, but I don't know about y'all, but I do this to make money. So I'm going to take TP2 every single time. The only thing is I'm going to try to make as much money as possible on every single trade. I'm not going to lie to you, but the reason you don't over leverage your account. So if you take one trade and you just use a 0.05 on that one trade, is the same thing. But at the end of the day, if you twin trade, that's what it's called. It's called twin trading. If you twin trade, you're actually gonna make more money. So like if 0.02 hits take profit 1 at 30 pips, if you hit take profit 1 at 30 pips on 0.02 and on 0.03, that's a 0.05 that you risk. Like you risking the same amount of money to lose, but you actually gonna make more money. So for example, let me write it. Let me give you guys a visual. Let's say TP1 hit. All right, let's say somebody TP hit at 30 pips times 0.50 because they used a 0.05, right? And then it's somebody that did TP1, and it's somebody that did, it's the same person did TP1 and TP2 equals, let's say 30 pips, 0.30 times 0.30, and TP1 is 15 times 0.20, right? So the person that took this trade at 30 pips, this person made a grand total of $15. This person made $3 on that trade, and they made actually you're gonna make less, I guess. I don't know. Maybe I'm doing my math wrong, but pretty much you'll make 12 on TP1 and 2, and then the person that took 30 pips at 0.05 made 15. But once you start upping your lot size and start actually using bigger lot sizes, it's gonna balance. It's not gonna balance out. You're gonna actually start making more money. Like, trust me. Like, I don't know. Maybe I did some math wrong or something, but you're gonna actually make more money if you twin trade. Because at the end of the day, you're gonna secure more money. Like, you're gonna secure more money. I don't know what. My bad. I got distractions going on, but that's pretty much everything that I like with the trading plan and everything that I wanted to show y'all. Y'all got any more questions? Like, I definitely don't want to just move on just to say I moved on. Y'all got any questions?
It's just about the math for me, like the math when calculating like how much you get from pips.
Okay, so for
What
example,
up, pips first?
think of a pip as a unit of measurement. Think of a pip as a point. So for each point that goes in your favor, you make that amount of money. So like if you use a 0.01, you know that's 10 cents per pip, right? So every time you go up, that's 10 cents. 0.02, 20 cents. 0.03, 30 cents. So on and so forth. 0.10, 0.10, that's $1 per pip. 1.00, that's $10 per pip. 1.150, that's what, $15. That's what I said, 1.15. So that's like That's like $1.10. Well, not $1.10. That's like what? What y'all doing? Anyway.
Okay, because I was trading on my demo account, and I was trading it at like 2.5. I didn't know what that meant, but on my dummy
So
account,
that's basically
I was trading
$25 per pip. Cause 2.5, that's 20. Like a 2.0 is $20 per pip. 0.5 is $5. So that's $25 per pip. If
You
that
about to
makes
blow
sense.
account?
So like,
I mean, I made 3,000 back though. I was trading US 30.
yeah. So nah, if
I
you
was
put a
doing
2.
good, but I was trading by market. And that was bad.
If you put a 2.5 on US 30, you definitely got $1 million trading account. I don't even think that's proper risk management with $1 million trading account. But
What do you gotta
that's
do?
pretty much that's how you calculate how much you're gonna lose and how many pips. So like all I would do is like before I take a trade, I know exactly what I'm losing. Like, see, I'm telling y'all the right way to do shit. Well, I'm gonna be real. I don't do like the stuff I just told y'all with the trading plan and the pips and all that. I don't do that because I'm risky. So like I'm okay with losing more money than most people. Cause I know one day it's gonna hit and I'm gonna be rich and I'm gonna tell everybody, I'm gonna be like, look, don't do what I did. I lost XYZ, but I finally did it. You feel me? So me personally, like I look at dollar amounts. I'll be like, okay, I got $100 trading account. I'm okay with losing $20. That's me. But I'm not telling y'all to do that. Don't do that. Do the complete opposite of that. Do not do that.
I ain't doing none of that. I hate losing $1.
See me,
I'd
I'm
do
okay.
that if I got
Cause I know like I'll be like, all right, I'm okay with losing $20 if it's a possibility I can make 300. That's me though. And I understand,
me.
like I actually understand what I'm doing though. Like I actually understand. Like when I first started, I used the stuff that I'm telling y'all. Like, don't get me wrong. Now I don't use that because I understand, like, okay, it's okay if I lose $20
I need
on this
Vonda's phone
trade.
number. I like what she's saying in the chat.
Yeah,
Okay, I
I'm
see
feeling
that.
that.
She got to hit
Yeah.
me up. What's her Instagram?
Yeah, it's definitely using 0.01 per $100 in your account or 0.02. Like it's 0.01 per $100. So if you got 500, 0.05. That's why I told y'all 0.05 earlier for the $500 account. But you know, like you just gotta really set a goal for what you wanna, how much money you wanna make at the end of the month with this. Like a lot of y'all still in y'all first month, so it's like if you wanna make enough to pay your subscription so you can do it again next month, then set your goal at $200, and then okay, now divide that by however many days you got left until you gotta pay your subscription, and then that's how much you need to make a day. You know, divide that by 5, I guess, or however many days that you got that's actually trading days. It's only like 5 trading days in a week. So that's just, you know, see, like I said, me personally, I'm like, I bet I'm okay with losing $30 on this $100 account. Cause if it go my way, I'm gonna make uh I'm gonna make 150 and then I'm gonna flip my account, but that's not the right way to do it. So I ain't gonna tell y'all the wrong way. I'm gonna tell y'all the right way. But that's just me. That's not long term. So if y'all don't have any more questions about anything like that, I'm gonna go ahead and go to a chart and mark some stuff up for y'all so y'all can see exactly what I personally do, the strategy that I use. We actually gonna have somebody that trade this same strategy going live at 8 o'clock on Tuesday. Y'all don't want to miss it. He caught 700 pips a couple weeks ago on gold. Caught over 1,000 pips this past week. So literally he catching pips. He might have to start sending signals to the squad. I ain't gonna cap. But we gonna see. I'm gonna have to talk with him. But I'm gonna actually go ahead and mark up some charts if y'all ain't got no questions or anything. I'll show y'all what I did. So let's see. Just
so you
to,
see a live on that 8 Tuesday too, right?
Yeah, so for those of you who don't know, we're gonna be doing trainings every single day, right? Um Sunday through Thursday. So Friday and Saturday, y'all gonna be free. I did this one on this Saturday because I know I had told everybody that I was gonna do I was gonna mark up some charts with y'all on Saturday. But moving forward, Sunday at 8 o'clock, we're gonna have the lady boss takeover. So we're gonna have a few of the lady bosses gonna actually do a call, giving y'all some motivation to start the week off. On Mondays, we're gonna have Momentum Mondays, where we're gonna do social media trainings, and we're gonna do a launch. We're gonna show y'all how to launch people. So it's imperative that everybody plug into every single call. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Like, unless you're busy, you really doing something, like, please plug in, because that's how you're going to learn and see the success that you want to see. Like, I'm not going to lie to y'all. Like, this is a process. And you got to plug in to see success. On Tuesday, we're going to do, and I'm going to drop this schedule in the chat. I'm gonna definitely drop the schedule in the chat. I got a visual for the schedule that I'm gonna drop in the chat after this. On Tuesdays, we gonna do TTG Tuesdays with Trey Unlimited and his squad, where he gonna go over some smart money trading and everything. And then on Wednesdays, we actually got Max Sauce Wednesdays, and on Thursdays it's gonna be Transformation Thursdays, where basically me and a few other leaders are gonna actually talk about everything that I feel like the team needs to actually see success that we didn't talk about earlier in the week. So that's just that's just to give you guys a heads up of what to expect moving forward. Let me go ahead and mark up. Let me go ahead and mark something up. Y'all, like, I know I told y'all I was gonna give y'all a look into what I actually do, and I mark up charts. So what I always do whenever I mark up charts, like, especially for you guys that are new, it pays to practice. Practice makes perfect in any craft. So definitely I encourage y'all to practice. So what I do is I come in, I look at the daily time frame, right? I look at the daily time frame to determine what trend is this actual currency pair in. So the US dollar versus the Turkish lira is in the uptrend, clearly. That means it's going up, right? It's going up in value. It has higher highs and higher lows. So I'm gonna actually show y'all what a higher high and a higher low is, because I know everybody doesn't really understand what that is, right? So then I drop down to the 4 hour to see what has this pair been doing most recently, right? And as you can see, most recently, it's still in the uptrend, right? So this right here is considered a higher low. This is a higher low. This I don't want to. I'm gonna go to a different pair because I don't want to delete this. So, like I said, I always start off on the daily time frame, and I look and see exactly what this currency pair is doing. So, like, as you guys can see, the euro versus the US dollar is moving. It's technically, since 2018, this has been in a downtrend. Why? Here's why. Okay, boom. This low, right? This is a lower low. This low is lower than the most previous low. I'm gonna change the color it is just so it can be a better visual. What, Shanti? No. I mean, I don't know. I think they left. Okay. Yeah. So This is pretty much this, and for you guys that don't know, this is called market structure, right? This is what market structure is. So if you've been hearing the term market structure and you was trying to figure out exactly what market structure is, this is market structure, right? Lower lows, higher highs, and so on and so forth. So this is a lower low. And it's exactly what it sounds like. This low is lower than the most previous low. Like, it's not, don't overcomplicate it. This is and this high is a lower high. Lower high. So this is a lower high right here, because of course this high is lower than the most previous high. And once you get a series of these, like typically I would say about 3, then you pretty much in a downtrend, right? And of course, I'm gonna go here and show you guys an uptrend as well, because this was in an uptrend at this point. It was in an uptrend. So boom. And I know this is probably boring to a lot of y'all, but that's what it takes. It takes learning this. Once you learn this will go by a lot faster. This is a higher high. And this is a higher low. Higher low. Higher highs, higher lows. Do you guys want me to take a picture of this and drop it in the chat so y'all can have for references?
Yep.
Okay, bet. Bet. I hope y'all weren't looking at Shanti titties. Nah, I'm playing with y'all. I bet. And y'all kind of quiet, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I ain't no educator or no shit like that.
I'm in a loud environment. That's
all right, bet. I'm just saying, look, we family on here. Y'all ain't gotta be quiet, man.
I'm a little bit skittish when it comes to this, so I'm trying to like be quiet.
I feel it. Hey, we gotta get out of our comfort zone. Comfort zones are broke zones. Let's get it.
Yeah.
We family. Like, I need everybody lit, because at the end of the day, like, if we don't get lit for ourselves, ain't nobody else gonna get lit for us. No cap.
Real shit.
We gotta make this shit fun, because this is fun. Like, no lie. So
making money.
like I said, this is lower lows and lower highs, higher highs and higher lows. This is market structure. When you see these things, that's how you're able to determine what trend you're in. Just to give you guys an example of what I do, like I said, I don't want to keep detouring. I come to the daily. So I see that Euro USD has basically been in a downtrend since June of 2018. June 5th of 2018 has been in a downtrend, right? But most recently, since February, as recent as February 19th of 2020, it shot up and then it came back down, created a new low. So it kind of broke structure. It broke structure here. It broke the bearish structure, and then it created a new high. But with everything that happened with the coronavirus and all of that, it actually plummeted and came back and created a new low, right? So with me knowing all of that, I see that this was pushing up, and I see I trade this concept called smart money concepts, but I'm not gonna get too much in detail of that. I'm just gonna show y'all pretty much some of the things that I look at, right? So I don't normally mark it up, but I'm gonna mark it up on this because I mean I know I got a lot of new people in here, right? So I come to the 4-hour, and that's when I really get to marking up my charts, right? So I look at the 4-hour, and I try to find support and resistance. Normally, I don't mark up support and resistance because I already pretty much know where support and resistance is, right? So as you guys can tell, like for the people that know, this isn't really a good, like it's not really, it's gonna be kind of hard to kind of find a support that's reliable on this pair at this particular moment. But like I'll show y'all support and resistance, right? So this would be considered a form of support. So I know when you go through the academy, sometimes they teach you about support and resistance, and when they teach you, they kind of use the horizontal line, right? They taught you using the horizontal line, but that kind of confuses people when you actually start learning strategies because support and resistance is not a direct number, it's an area, right? So that's why I like to use the box when I describe support and resistance because it's a general area, right? So this is resistance. This is resistance, right? So I'll change the color and make this kind of color. That's resistance. This is support. Right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually let somebody tell me why, since y'all don't want to participate. I'm gonna make y'all participate. Fuck it. Anybody but Trey. Trey, you can't tell me because I know you know. Brick Boy, I know you know. Everybody, anybody else, y'all can answer. Go ahead and answer. What makes support and what makes resistance, right?
The previous lows and the previous highs.
Hold on. One at a time. Who want to go first? God damn it!
I want to go first.
All right, bet. Who
Okay,
said that?
Demetri.
I said
Demetri said that. So Demetri, go ahead and say it. God damn it. What makes it
so
support?
you said support?
What makes support?
Well, from what I noticed from like the past one, like since resistance and support is like a general area, to me, that's how I'm looking at it. I'm not looking at like those spikes that cross the line. I'm looking at the one before that, and it stops right about there, and nothing is like left or strayed from that general area. Like they've always gone to almost touch that, but not gone over it.
Okay, bet. So pretty much that's correct. So this is what makes support and resistance. When price gets like, so each candlestick represents price, right? It represents price moving up and down, as you guys should already know. When price gets to certain levels, it respects that level and it changes direction. Not every time, but majority of the time, it changes directions, right? So that's where we come with support and resistance. Because if you can see, if you guys look at it, like literally, I'm gonna use the line just to show y'all because the line actually goes back further. But like really use the box, right? I'll use the line. So boom. If I scroll back, every time that price got to this particular area, this red line, right, it made a reaction and it pretty much changed direction. Of course, sometimes, even when it was above this line, it made a reaction and changed direction. It didn't continue to drop. It actually changed direction and went up, right? So that's what support and resistance is, right? So support can actually be resistance and resistance can be support. for example, right here in this area, right here, this would be considered a form of resistance, right? This line is resistance, right? Drop a 333 in the chat if y'all say that's resistance. So support can actually become resistance. This is where this is resistance, like we said, and this is actually well, no, this is not support. Where is it? Oh, here it is. So now right here, this was actually support. Even though it's the same little general area, it's resistance and support, because when price gets there, it respects it. It either falls or it either pushes back up, depending on what's going on. So when I trade, the way that I trade smart money concepts, I look for stuff like this, right? I look at support and resistance. I don't ever mark up support and resistance, because I just know, like, where support and resistance is. I don't have to visually see it, right? So what I do is I come to the 4 hour and I look for telltale signs is what I look for, right? I look for things like this. I look for stuff like this wick.
Okay, so I got another question though that has something to do with that. So like, would a person be able to like map support and resistance in real time?
Yeah, so like, it's just the markets are closed right now, but if I wanted to, I can go to a pair that's actually moving right now. So like, I mean, this is on the, I'll go to the 1 minute just so you can see. Like, I mean, this Bitcoin, so it moves crazy. So that's why you see all the gaps on the 1 minute. But if I wanted to, I can mark up support and resistance. Like, support and resistance is just a general area. Like, once it respects that, it doesn't respect that area anymore, that area probably is going to become the resistance, or the support is probably just going to switch, because it's always going to respect that area in some way, shape, or form. So now, boom, on the 1 minute, that would be support and resistance on the 1 minute. Those are the zones. But like, you don't look at the 1 minute, you look at the higher time frames to see more confluence, to have more better understanding, to actually understand what's really going on. If that makes sense.
Yeah, it does. I feel like I'm gonna start plotting resistance and support before I start charting my higher highs and higher lows. That's just me. It might be backwards, but I think I might try to start.
I mean, honestly, you don't have to. Higher highs and higher lows is just to really understand what trend you're in, like to really understand what the market is doing. It's not necessary, like you don't marking up higher highs and higher lows does nothing for you if you understand market structure and you understand what the market is actually doing. Like, I just show higher highs and higher lows because I know a lot of people don't know what higher highs and higher lows are. Like, I just really wanted to show that. So like, back to what I was saying, like what I do is I look for stuff like this. I look for long wicks. I look for candlesticks that are really like this. This would be one of the candlesticks that I would be paying attention to. Like, I would get more in detail, but just something like this, because smart money concepts, with smart money concepts, the way that we look at the markets is that we think of, like, if everybody on this call, if everybody that's in the millennial mindset chat made $1 million trading Forex, right? Let me see. I'm gonna show y'all the candlestick that what candlestick we would. I'll show y'all. Let me find it. Everybody in millennial mindset made $1 million trading. Hell, this would be our candlestick right here. I can't even find one. This would be our candlestick. Like that. Probably not even that. Because at the end of the day, it's a $6.6 trillion a day market. Like if everybody in millennial mindset made $1 million, that wouldn't even be $1 billion. Like, you know how much a trillion is? That's 12 zeros. So literally, it takes a shitload of money to move the market. So when you see big ass candlesticks like this, when you see huge candlesticks like this, that means that the banks, the hedge funds, the people with a lot of money are flooding the market with money. So these are the market makers. These are the people that are moving the markets. So like smart money has to buy to sell and sell to buy, right? So for example, with smart money, they aren't gonna buy. They aren't just gonna flood the market with money and buy. They're gonna do a big push down or a big push up before they do the opposite. So if they're gonna sell, they're gonna buy first, and they're gonna push the market down hard. So for example, somebody said something in the chat box. So for example, let me go on the daily time frame. It'll be easier to show y'all. Matter of fact, EU is not a good pair to show y'all this. Gold. So for example, I know for a fact that right here, this is the banks. This right here, this candlestick is smart money at its finest. Smart money made a play on this candlestick because at the end of the day, like look at the wick, look at how long this wick is, right? Like if I just measure just the wick of this candle is 626 pips. Like just the wick. So like if I went down on a smaller time frame and I looked, right, that candlestick is a big push down, right? And then what happened immediately after that? And immediately after this big push down, we had a buy candle right back up, and the market never really came back down to this area, right? It kept flowing up, up, up. So that's what smart money did. They sold to buy. That's what I look for. I look for moves like this, right? I look for the big push, and then I try to get in to the buy or the sell. So if I see the big push, okay, bet. Now I know they got to push the market back up because what the market doesn't really move straight down or straight up. It moves inside. It moves pretty much sideways, but it moves in different ways, right? So the big push down, then it shot up. It shot up what? A total of 644 pips right after that, right? And then in total, it shot up what, 1,700 pips. So just imagine if you caught this trade, like if you caught this trade right here with that big push down, and you was in this on a 0.1, like you made $1,700. I mean, you said you made $17,000. Like, don't get me wrong, you would have had to hold it from March 20th all the way to when? No, I'm lying. March 16th to all the way to March 27th ish. March 27th. But what's you held the trade for 10 days and you made $17,000. Like, just think about that. On a 0.10, you didn't risk nothing crazy. Like, you didn't even put a huge lot size. Like, I don't know if y'all be seeing the people that have 1 to 10 risk to reward trades where they risking 10 pips to catch 100. Like, that's what they trade. They trade smart money concepts, right? So I look for stuff like that. I look for little small candlesticks like this as well, because this is also the banks, like stuff like this right here, right? And I know this kind of over a lot of y'all head, but this is what I do when I trade. Like, I'm not gonna lie. So I look for stuff like that to see, okay, huh?
What's the longest you've been in a trade? You say, what's the longest you've been in a trade?
The longest, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, the longest I've been in a trade personally, about a day, 2 days. I be over leveraging, so as soon as I get in profit, 15 pips, 20 pips, I'm like, move my stop loss to break even. Cause I know I be over leveraging, so I don't be like I already know I'm over leveraging, so it's like I might have a $50 account and I put a 0.10 on the trade. Like I know if I lose one trade, I'm losing $20 at least, or I'm losing 15, I'm losing $10. That's not 2% of my account. So I already know, like if I get in profit or I make $50 on a 0.10, I'm okay with that because I know I was over leveraged. Like that's just me. But like if I was to say, okay, I'm gonna follow a trading plan and I'm gonna do what I'm supposed to do, I could hold a trade for a week because I understand how the markets move now. So pretty much what I do is I come to the 4 hour, I look for those type of plays, and then if I don't see anything like I want to go to EU because I want to see what happens with gold whenever it opens up. Matter of fact, I want to go see. Okay, cool. So like for example, I come to the market, I see this gap right here, right? That's why I had this box. This isn't support and resistance. I marked this box up because I know that this is a gap that the market is gonna fill. I had marked this box up before I even whatever, like so the gap was filled. So I'm expecting the market to pretty much open up below, like somewhere in this area. I'm expecting the market, but I'm a probably get in a buy, like for USD JPY sometime next week, because I expect it to, I expect the yen to actually gain value. At least to start the week. Eventually, I know it's gonna fall here, but who knows if the market opens up higher, then I'm gonna be looking for more sell opportunities because I see that this gap is here. So I see a gap. And I'm pretty much playing that the market is gonna fill those gaps because its price is gonna come back to that. And pretty much that's what I look for stuff. I look for little stuff like that. Like so, for example, USD CAD. I called this trade out. I sent this trade to everybody earlier in the week. So like, this is a perfect example of me right here. Like I'm about to show y'all me, right? Exactly what I did, right? So I marked this trade up. I actually got in this trade right here. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I got in the trade right here the first time, right? Got in the trade on the 24th. Got in this trade, and as you could see, I had very little drawdown, and then I got out the trade about right here. I got out the trade about right here because I was over leveraging. I put a 0.10. I ain't gonna lie, I made like $100, and I was like, bet, I'm good. I made 100. I'm already over leveraging. Let me get out the trade. All right. And it's all my mindset. I knew it was gonna keep falling, but I was just like, I over leveraged, so I didn't want to stay in the trade. Like for whatever reason, I was kicking myself later in the week, right? So boom, I actually got out of the trade right here. So I'm gonna put boom. Then it continued to drop, and then I actually seen it when it came here. I was looking at it on the, let me see. I was looking at it on the hour. I was actually looking at this on the hour when it was right here, right? And I seen it was pushing up, but I knew that it was gonna continue to fall because if we go back to the 4 hour, it has this gap to fill, and it's pretty much almost there, right? So what did I do? I sent the trade. I sent the trade out, and it's literally like as soon as I sent the trade out, it started to melt. Right? Everybody was seeing blue. Everybody was in profit, and then I made you guys move your stop loss in profit, and it actually hit y'all stop loss right in profit because it pushed back up. But this what I seen. Like I know that it's gonna continue to drop. Like I know USD CAD is going here. I know it's going here. I promise you, it's going here. Like no cap. It's probably going to be honest, it's probably gonna fill this gap this week with NFP and everything being this week. So this is what I looked at, right? I looked at this, I seen this, and the candlestick that I played, let's see, what candlestick did I actually play to get in the trade? Oh, this is it right here. I played this candlestick right here. Like as y'all can see, like this a weird looking candlestick, right?
Right.
This a weird looking candlestick that I played or whatever. Cause I'm like, I bet I see smart money. I see smart money is making a play, right? Like I know we've been on here for an hour and 12 minutes, so I'm gonna make this. I ain't gonna rush through it, but I'm gonna make it a little quicker. So I seen smart money made a play, so I'm like, I bet I know it's gonna come back to this general area, and when it does, I'm gonna enter the trade. So what I did was I actually took, cause I think I seen it somewhere in around here. So I took this tool, I took the Fibonacci tool, and I came and I drew this, right? Drew this fib tool, and I pretty much marked up the 71 and the 71.8. Well, I lied. This high, I don't think. Let me see. Where was I? Yeah, I used this. I used this. I used the fib tool and marked this up, and that's where I get this green box from, right? So it lines up pretty much perfectly with the 71 and the 78.6, right? All that's just discounted prices. So like smart money likes to play off discounted prices. The 61.8, the 71, the 78.6, and so on and so forth. So I marked up this green box or whatever for the 71 and the 78.6 because I'm trying to get the best entry, right? So literally what I normally do is I normally have two entries that I look at. Like I normally look at two entries. I look at the entry that I got marked up and I look at this entry right here. Because if I get clapped on the first one, then I'm going to probably re-enter again on the same trade. Not because I'm revenge trading, but because I understand that I got my stop loss got hit because I had it too close. So like I always put my stop loss above the most previous highs or whatever. The biggest my stop loss. And I normally go down to the smaller time frames to do this as well. So boom. That's what I did. And then I went down to the 15-minute and I looked at the 15-minute, right? I looked at the 15-minute and I seen what price was doing. I seen that price had did this, right? So I knew that people entered the trade right here. I knew a lot of people entered right here because this is a double top, right? I don't know if y'all know, but sell M's and buy W's, right? Double tops, double bottoms. Most people do that. Like a lot of retail traders do that, and they put their stop loss where would their stop loss be? Above the most previous high. The most previous high is right here. They put their stop loss right here. Guess what? Smart money comes, capture their stop losses, right? And Trey is gonna go over a little bit more of this. Go over some of this stuff on Tuesday, right? Boom. I'm gonna show y'all exactly. Boom. All right, y'all see this line? Guess what? It's money here. It's money here. Money here. Boom. So guess what? It's money here. Smart. Like people stop loss. People with pending orders like sell limits, buy stops, and all of that. They got those pending orders right there. So that's just money that's waiting to be taken. Right. So boom. Smart money pushes it up, clears that liquidity, captures liquidity, and then guess what it does? It falls, and then normally it comes back and retests that area, right? It retests that area. That's where we get in the trade at, and then it just continues to fall. Like that's just an overall view of what I do. So just to pretty much run through it one more time, pretty much fast paced. What I do is I'll come to the daily, determine the trend, drop down to the 4 hour, identify certain candlesticks and gaps and just overall market flow and where I think the market is going to flow. then I'll take my Fibonacci and I'll probably, if I don't see anything on the 4 hour, I'll drop down to the 1 hour. And then, you know, because the 1 hour is going to tell me more of the story. Look at the 1 hour, and I'll take my fib tool and I'll draw my fib tool depending on if it's a buy. If I'm looking for buys or sells, I'll draw my fib tool from either swing low to swing high, right? Or swing high to swing low. I'll do opposite direction if I'm looking for a buy. And then I'll drop down to the 15 minute to really get more precise with my entry. Honestly, you could drop down to the 5 minute. There's even some people that drop down to the 1 minute. I haven't gotten that good at this. Like, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I'm not really one of those people that, like, I don't mark up charts every single day anymore because I just don't. Like, I'm lazy when it comes to this sometimes. So I'm starting to get back into it. But, like, really and truly, like, you can go down as far as the 1 minute and literally find sniper entries with 0 drawdown. Like, even on the 15 minute, I gave y'all a sniper entry, no drawdown. But, you know, y'all ain't even had to say thank you. Goddamn. So that's pretty much what I do. Like, even now, like, I just was marking up this earlier. I was marking up this pair earlier. I never even looked at this pair. But, like, just to pretty much show y'all, like, I'm not capping. So I looked at the daily. Okay, bet. This in the uptrend, right? It's in the uptrend. So, okay, cool. I drop down to the 4 hour. As y'all can see, look, I know it's money here. I know liquidity is here. I know money has to be captured, right? So that's why I'm looking for a sell. But I also understand that price has to get to this area before I can sell it. So what do? Like, boom, come, draw my fib, swing low to swing high, boom, right in that area. And some people play wicks. I'm one of those people. Boom, right? I play wicks. Some people just play just the body of the candle. Some people play wicks. Boom, right? 78.6, 71, right? So I bet, cool. So now I'm looking for the sell. That's my overall move that I'm looking for, right? But when I drop down to the 1 hour, I actually see more structure, right? So what do? Okay, cool. Like, I know the sale coming, but I know they're not going to just continue to let price fall. So what do? I come here, boom. All right, I draw that fib tool again. I draw that fib tool again. Hold up. I was looking at something. Confused myself. I draw that fib tool again. I seen a gap somewhere. I think it was on a 15 minute. I seen a gap on here somewhere. That's what I mean. Look for the buy. I don't remember. Think it was a gap. I don't know, but I seen something. I can't. I don't know. I ain't gonna say I can't, but I don't see it right now. But I seen something a little earlier, and I pretty much marked this up for the buy. I was marking this up for the buy as well. I don't remember what it is exactly that I saw, but like, this is what I'm looking for to happen. All right, this is what I want to personally happen. Of course, the market's gonna do what they want. It don't matter what I want to happen. I want this to happen. I want to buy this up to my snipe zone, and then I want to get in the sell. So think back to what I told y'all about smart money, right? They buy to sell and sell to buy, right? So why can't I catch both moves? Why can't I catch when they buy to sell? And then, because I know that when they actually sell off on this pair, they're gonna capture liquidity, right? And then, oh, this on the 2 hour. Look at 2 hour. So this pretty much what I'm looking for on this particular pair. I don't even trade this pair. I just was looking at it. Like I told y'all, I'm trying not to be lazy. So I might take this trade. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna take it. Fuck it. If I lose, then fuck it. Y'all don't have that mindset, but that's my mindset. I'm gonna teach y'all better than me. Y'all gonna be better traders than me. No cap. See me? I don't know. But yeah, like this is what I'm looking for to happen with USD TRY through this sometime this week. I'm looking for it to push up and then push down, come and capture liquidity. So this pretty much, and then look, like just looking at this, I didn't even notice this earlier because I was trying to stop marking this up because I wanted to kind of go over it with y'all. Boom. As y'all can see, I found a little gap. All right. Boom. So like just by me seeing that there's a gap there, and look, as you can tell, that price never really came back to that gap, right? Guess what price is gonna do? Eventually it's gonna fall here. And it's gonna, you know, it's gonna fall here. And the US dollar is gonna lose strength. Like it's gonna lose strength. Like this week is probably gonna push up because Trump approved the stimulus bill and all of that. I'm not gonna get into all of that right now, but it's gonna lose value because we printing money that we don't have gold and silver to back up. Like just put it in basic terminology, right? And then guess where this pair is coming? It's coming right here to this gap before it starts to push up again. Like it's not gonna fall straight there. It's gonna pretty much do this. It's gonna pretty much make little stairs to fall down just like it did to go up. But over time, it's gonna fall to that gap. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna leave us last 5 minutes for y'all to actually go ahead and ask questions. Go ahead, unmute yourself. I'm gonna unmute everybody. Y'all go ahead, ask questions if y'all got questions.
I'm about to. What my cue?
All right, well, I'm gonna mute y'all then and let y'all. If you got questions, unmute yourself and we're gonna answer your question. Anybody? D Mike, I see you unmuted. Kaylin, I see you unmuted. Y'all got questions? Y'all just unmuted just to be unmuted. Let me know something. Closed mouths don't get fed. Nobody got questions?
You answered all my questions for the night.
Yeah, I was looking at you when you was talking about like double trading on both ends, like trading with the bank when they fluctuate the market and then catching the sale on the other end.
Right.
What that piqued my interest. I was saying, is it a way to send a signal out for that, or we just have to be on the lookout for it ourselves?
Nah, I could send a signal. Like I could send a signal for it. Like, and don't get me wrong, like this is what I want to happen. It's not necessarily what's gonna happen. And I gotta see, like, I want to see how the market opens up. But since I showed y'all this, I'm gonna send a signal. I ain't really a signal sender. I don't like to send signals, but I'll send a signal for both of these trades. If we get this week, I'll send a signal for you. I got y'all. Now, if y'all lose money, don't blame me. I ain't gonna lie.
No liability.
Right. Nah, but I got y'all. I'm gonna make sure I pay. Like, see, I be marking shit up, and then I be forgetting that I even marked it up, and I be like, damn. And then I come back later, like a few days or a week later, and I be like, oh damn, I marked this up, and it did exactly what I said. But this pretty much. This pretty much what I'm looking for to happen on this pair. Like if this happened, like this is literally gonna be what 123 pips. 123 pips on the buy. Let me make my stop loss small as possible. Cause I don't play that. I'm in the business of making money, not losing money. I bet. So this pretty much the trade. Like matter of fact, I'll even send y'all the markup. I'll send the markup in the group chat. Go to the 4 hour. I'm telling y'all, bro, shit about to get scary. We about to be having massive value all the time. Like, no cap.
Let's get it. Let's get it.
All right.
So boom. I sent that in the chat for y'all. Look, now y'all got it on Trading View. So if I miss it and y'all catch it, that's different. Look, y'all ain't even gotta miss it because I missed it. Cause now y'all got all the coordinates. Look. Anybody else got any questions? Y'all can unmute yourselves. I promise y'all I don't bite.
Give them a little time. They're going to get comfortable.
Nah, fuck that. Everybody need to be comfortable today.
Oh, yeah, you know, I'm sorry. I just got all kind of
I bet. I got y'all. Shit, y'all must not know Malik crazy.
Malik, cool. They ain't going to get used to you, bro.
Unmute. King Huncho, you got a question, bro? You gotta talk. If you don't talk, we gonna stay on you for the rest of the night.
You answer all my questions.
I bet. I'm going down the list, so